Hey there, I'm Nicole Johnson, and this is going to just be the start of something that you can put into place in your life to help practice self-care, to help get more flexible, to help increase your balance, to help just feel more rounded and that you need and deserve in your day, every day. So this will be just an initial stretch sequence that we'll do. It'll be for multi-levels. So if you're the kind of person that you like stretch your foot behind your head and flip backward and do crazy things, this will probably feel very mild to you. But the purpose is for it to be working for multi-level people that are in different places. So if you're a beginner, this is absolutely fine for you too. Always remember to modify as needed. If you don't feel good doing something, if it feels over the edge of where you're comfortable, listen to your body and just stop the sequence and then begin in either a modified lesser position or just move on to the next movement. So let's start in a seated position today. You can do this at the end of your day. I'm kind of ending my day here, or you can do it as you begin your day. I always want to start with some big deep breaths. So find a nice place and just make some quiet time for yourself. Grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine and just take some deep breaths and lift those arms. And release, exhale, we're gonna roll the shoulders down and back. I'm sitting with my feet crossed. If this doesn't feel good for you, you can always put them out in front of you like this. Inhale, lift. And exhale, roll those shoulders down and back. I also have a little like flat pillow. It's actually a meditation pillow underneath my sit bones. So I'm sitting on the edge of it. Roll those shoulders down and back. Again, one more deep breath in. And that does help with the tension in the hips if you're tight there and you're not used to sitting in this position. Let's just go ahead and drop those shoulders. Inhale, lift, and drop them heavy. Again, inhale, lift, and drop them heavy. Maybe drop those arms to your side. Inhale, lift, and heavy drop. You want to find that space between your ears and the shoulders to really lengthen the neck. Take your head, we'll take it over to one side, ear toward the shoulder, but keeping the shoulder down. I'm going to take one hand, place it lightly on the head, and just gently give it a little more pressure, moving it into the side. Not pulling on it, but lengthening on the opposite side here, really depressing that shoulder on this side, and letting your arm just fall naturally. And other side. Take that hand over. Really relax that other shoulder. As you relax and pull down with that opposite shoulder, you're going to feel that deep stretch. It feels so good. Inhale deep and exhale. Keep that breath moving the whole time. Bring that head up nice and tall. We'll take it down in front and lift up about 3/4 up and down. You don't want to crunch the neck and back, and lift and down. Let's just roll that neck in front. Halfway and reverse. I like to open my arms when I do this so that I can get that space between my shoulders and ears a little deeper. After a long day, this feels really good. After a deep sleep, this feels really good. Pretty much feels good whenever you want it. Let's roll those shoulders up, down and back. So I'm just gonna have either the hands here or down by my sides. Arms, so mine like to have a place further down. Roll them forward. You do you. All right, let's walk that right hand out. I've got some toys over here we'll talk about later. Walk that hand out to your side. Dip the elbow. I'm going to keep my sit bones planted on the ground up here and try to keep the body focusing this direction so we're not turning the chest down. Bend in that right arm. Extend and lengthen. Now pull down with that left hip, reach and extend. Up and out, kind of toward the corner here versus up and down toward the ground. And lift, let's bring both arms up this time. Hand out to the side, walk it out to the side. Tip it over, reach, again, lengthening the neck, dropping those shoulders, reach up and over. Big deep stretch through the side. And back to center. Open and release those hands. Give the wrists a little roll. If you are on your phone or you do work on the computer, this is really important just to give your hands a little bit of love. Go ahead and press in here opposite on the wrist gently. we'll give them a little pressure down here. So when you do that, I do recommend that you get onto your hands and knees a little bit more in a position where you're upright. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my hands, I'm just flipping my wrists under here. And releasing it here. Again, making sure that you're respecting your body, what feels good to you. I'm turning that forearm facing this way. If you need a little extra, you can lean back with this. That feels good. And gently release. Okay, like I said, we're going to do a lot of our stuff seated just to kind of keep this as a restorative stretch. So let's take the feet out in front. I'm going to flex and point those toes. So when you flex your feet, your toes are facing the sky. When you point the feet, obviously you're pointing all the way through the entire foot. Some people like to point their toes like this, little, just the toes. You want to get the entire foot, like my hand is mimicking here, all the way through. Roll those feet out. And reverse. And shake them out. All those cracks and kinks are coming out. Let's plant those sit bones down again, nice and long through those legs. Extend the legs, reach up and out. I want to keep a flat back, so lengthen. You might only be here. That's totally fine. Lengthen it wherever you need it to be. Pulling down to those shoulder blades, putting them down in those pockets, like right under those shoulder blades. Lengthening your back and reaching up and out, lifting through the crown of the head. Your legs are active, my feet are flexed. This is not a folded over position. This is a nice active position. Inhale, exhale, make sure you're breathing and drop it down. Now we can take it over and just relax it over gently. Slowly roll it up. Oh, a lot of tension in the neck gets released there too. Okay, let's take the left leg under, right leg over. Your position may differ. You might be here, and that's totally fine. All the way over, if you can, crossing it over. Both sit bones stay on the floor, so I'm making sure that I'm flat on the position where I'm at here. You don't want to tuck that foot underneath your glute or your butt. Push down and up and lift with that outside hand. Lift and lengthen. You can either tuck the elbow here and lift if you're really flexible. Otherwise, you're here. Do what you need. Release the shoulders down. Keep your back tall and release. Let's change up those feet. We'll bring the right leg under, left leg over, wherever that needs to be for you. So I'm kind of on this half pillow here, right? So I want to make sure that I've got both sit bones on the ground, pushing out of your back hand, lifting and twisting. I'm going to take my elbow all the way over this time. You do what you need. If you want extra, you bring the hand up here. Push out with that edge of the arm. And keep your back nice and tall. Don't forget to breathe. Keep that breath flowing. And release. All right, let's go ahead and take those legs out one more time. And extend. Okay, let's take it onto our hands and knees. I want to do a little bit of a position where you can thread under and get a little stretch through the shoulders and upper back. So if you're here on a tabletop position, hands are right under those shoulders. My knees are right underneath. I don't know if you can find this position. Right under my hips. So we're here nice and level. I'm going to take my left arm and I'll tuck it under here. Thread it under is what we call it. And we'll thread that under. Keep the hips high. All the way down. Over, allowing my ear and the side of my head to touch the ground. If you have the flexibility and would like to, you can take that top arm, bring it onto your back, and hold that right there. Just take a second. If this is way too much for you, you stay on those hands and knees. Your modification here is you can just literally take the arm under here and keep a very small, minimal stretch. So wherever you're at, if you've got it all the way down, you bring it back here, hands under those shoulders. Big inhale, reach that right arm out underneath, thread it here. Keep the hips high. Top hand on here, onto your back. And back to center. Let's go ahead and round the back. We'll take it into the side view here. We'll just round. and release. So this is the cat-cow position here. We're just rounding the back by bringing those abs in, rounding the top, shoulders around it as well, and release, slight arch through that low back. Round, really release, pressing out of those palms, getting the upper body to release that tension through the neck, and extend one more time, lift, and release. Let's take our hips and we'll just sway them side to side. So it's kind of like a little doggy sway. So we're just gonna go here. Hands are here, sway them side to side. I love this one because you can just sway and wag your tail, really pressing side to side. Oh, literally feels like a little doggy. Over to the side. And here. And slowly round it up. Roll those shoulders down and back, and we'll bring it back to center. Let's take that arm across the body. We're back to the legs that either out in front or crossing the legs. Drop the shoulder away from the ear. Lift and lengthen, reach. Take it behind. Elbow points up. This is your first option here. If you've got the flexibility, you're here. Your hands reaching towards your back there. You can also use something to assist you, like a strap. So if my strap is in my arm here, I can drop it down behind me, take it with the other hand, and gently give it a little tiny tug. If you want extra, you can use it for that carefully. Or if you can't reach, and really can't grab that arm, it's a nice way to assist you to get a little bit extra reach there. So I'm just going to use it to give me a little bit extra stretch here. Side. So we'll take the arm out, drop those shoulders up and across the body. Inhale, exhale. Lift and lengthen. Bringing the hand behind. First option here, just holding here. Maybe use a strap. Extend, drop the strap. Maybe the bottom hand goes palm facing away from your body when you bring that back hand here. And gently lift. And slowly release. So you can use something like a strap. You can also use like a stretch band if you want. We'll do a little bit more with that at a different time. Or this will work when you're on your hands and knees if it's not comfortable for you. It's a block. It just kind of keeps a little bit higher than it does all the way down. All right, let's just take a few extra deep breaths in and then we'll be done. So we'll take this here, round the back and open the back. So I want to focus on rounding, abs draw in into a C curve and opening. Let's take the feet out here. Round that back and lift. Round the back, deep C curve, belly button through your spine, open and lift. Round it here and open. Just relax those feet down and in. We're kind of activating the abs here too. Down, there's nothing wrong with that. And open and around and open. Take those hands behind if you can and would like to clasp the hands. I'll sit nice and tall. We'll get the side point here. Lengthen that back. Extend those arms. Reach and lengthen through the spine, the crown of the head. Like slight tip down, slight lift of those arms, and release. Awesome work. All right, I hope you feel more awake. I hope you feel restored and rejuvenated and either ready for bed or ready to start your day. I always like to start my stretches with deep breaths and end them with deep breaths. So we'll just take a few more deep breaths in. Big circle of those arms. Roll the shoulders back. Big circle of the arms. And roll them back. Inhale, reach. Draw them in through the chest. Center your body. Deep breath in. And exhale. Just melt it down. Thank you guys very much. Great work. I look forward to stretching more with you. We will be doing different kinds of stretches. We'll be doing nice relaxed stretches. We'll be doing stretches outside, sometimes in your car, wherever you need to do it. All different ways where you can just move your body to feel more flexible, restore balance, align your body, get your blood moving, get your blood flowing just to feel good inside and keep the energy going. Thanks, guys.